Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode 2 of the Tropic Wonder Park that we began last week. If you remember, we worked on the resort area, so it's kind of a self-contained little area. The plan was to have like a little walkway through the mountain to the next section just behind it, and then obviously a path around here that's going to branch out to the different sections. So the plan here is to have a mythology themed area in here. So the first thing we want to do is just going to start with sand just back here. Let's fill in the whole area. And then in this area we're going to use quite a lot of the blueprint pieces and the lovely Mediterranean rocks. So we're going to get rid of all of this. Let's multi-select on that, get rid of everything there. And then we'll just go and level this out a little bit as well. We'll just make that as large as we can, just to make this a little bit easier to work with as we extend. Okay, so we might have a few different bits on multiple levels anyway in this area, because we've got quite a lot of these lovely mythology themed statues, which will look quite nice up on a hill. So the guests can see it from quite far away. But for now, we'll just work on getting the path from here through the mountain. We just need to kind of figure out the best point to do that. So if we just kind of start burrowing through, we can figure that out from there. So this is the exit path from this ride. And then we've got some scenery pieces here, so we might be looking at doing it here. So let's get the path, and we're just going to use a reasonably wide standard path, and we'll have the rustic path going through here. And then we'll just dig our way through. Let's grab the end of this again, and keep this on the ground, terrain, ground, and then we should be able to dig our way through this thing. We may have to do it like this all the way. There we go, lovely. And then that's where we can begin the next section. And then obviously we've got to just remove all of the foliage that's in the way here, everything that sits over the path. With this one, I think we'll just move it over. Quite a nice, oh, not that. Let's try that again. We're just, there we go, perfect. And then anything else, we'll just get rid of it. Apart from the path, let's not get rid of that. And let's have a look. Can we go under that? That's lovely. We've got a floater there. Let's get rid of you and you, and yeah, perfect. So we have this lovely little pathway through. I don't necessarily like how kind of claustrophobic they feel when you burrow through mountains, so we're just going to extend this up a little bit, give a little bit more height. And something that always seems to really work nicely is when you do this, you kind of get this gap around the sides of the path. And then something that I love to do is just add a little bit of water in there as well, and we'll just have that as high as we can. That is lovely. Where does the water come to? Let's have a look. Okay, cool. So we do have some floating trees. That's fine. We'll get rid of them. And yeah, that's super cool. I like that a lot. Do we have the floating tree just here? Yes, we have a set of floating trees here. I think we can get away with that one. And yeah, cool. So we have this nice bit of rock. Okay, obviously now that we've done that, we need to just bring this up again so that we don't have all these trees in the middle of the air. We want to push those up, back to where they were. And then hopefully we've still got a nice bit of clearance under here. Okay, so it has brought it in just a little bit. So if we just reduce the size of this, just so it doesn't affect the top too much, we've got this nice, yeah, I like that. Okay, awesome. So I think what we need to do is we need to start with the scenery pieces here. So if we go into blueprints and have a look at the mythology themed pieces. So we have these really nice archways that I would love to use, just kind of buried into the mountain a little bit. It may need to be a bit wider, so I'm not sure if we can make this larger without affecting it too much. We can always try something like this, something a little bit more grand, just kind of poking out. Yeah, like that. We are going to just try and make it a little bit bigger, see if it affects it. No, that's looking pretty good. And now that we've placed that, I think what we need to do is, I'm just going to get rid of this tree because it's kind of in the way. So yeah, I want this to be poking out of the mountain a little bit, as if it's been not necessarily carved, because the rock's not quite the same, but something that has been built into it a little bit. So we're going to just adjust this very slightly. So if we advance the move, bring it over, and then we want to just rotate a little bit and then bring it out this way. Have we got this backwards? I think we've got this backwards. The guy with the trident is facing the wrong way completely. So if we just angle snap this and rotate down to, yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty cool. So I like that. We will just move this over so it's not encroaching too much over the path. I don't mind a little bit of clipping as people walk through, but we don't want too much. So I'm just going to remove the angle snap now. And just want to get it to a point where it's not looking too weird. So if we bring this up, I just want to move that across the smallest amount. Okay, I'm happy with that. So it's kind of like, hey, come this way, have a look, see what there is. It's looking beautiful. So what I want to do now is, obviously, now that we've added that, the water kind of looks a bit funky here. So I'm just going to remove that and bring the sand back in and use the selected and bring this back up to level just here. Obviously it's going to cause a little bit of issue in that bit, which we can fix in a minute. So if we just raise these bits just here so that they're not in midair, and the same for that. So it's kind of, I like that actually, so they're kind of buried in the sand a little bit. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then we'll just obviously fix the fact that this guy's floating in midair now that we've adjusted the size of it. So if we bring him down, and I think we'll probably just reduce the size of him a little bit back to what he was originally. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Obviously now he's oh, so he's in two pieces, right? I get it. Oh, he's in multiple pieces. Wow, okay, I didn't realise he was in so many pieces. We will resize. Okay, so we've forgotten the head. Oh my god, there's so many pieces. Okay, forget that. We're not going to resize him. We are simply just going to move him down. So we're going to make sure we've got everything. I think that's everything. Let's see. Nope. We've lost his arm. This is crazy. Okay. Let's just grab his arm and pull it down. somewhere that looks reasonably natural. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Right, so these trees at the back of him are kind of in the way, so if we just move that back a small amount. Cool. And then we've kind of got this little gap here that I want to just fill in a little bit with the tropical trees. Just make sure they're aligned to surface. Okay, I think we've got a couple of floating ones here. Yeah. Okay, apart from that, and maybe that one. That one looks like it's also floating. Hopefully we can grab hold of it easy enough. There we go. Awesome, yeah, so I quite like that. I think we'll just knock a little bit of this back. And then if we just do the same all the way around, we've just got this sand as well, which I don't actually hate that for this bit. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I like that. That's brilliant. Right, and now if we go in and just paint some sand underneath. And I'm thinking clear water. Put that back in here. Looks quite nice. Okay, awesome. Every time I make adjustments to the top, it kind of brings this back in a little bit, which I need a little bit more headroom than that. Yeah, awesome. Cool. So now we can start working on a few little bits of scenery inside here as well. We have loads of mythology pieces available. We probably don't want any of these. I quite like this fountain actually, but we might use something like this out here. Yeah, it's really nice. That might be like a quite a nice little centerpiece if we put a couple of the statues or something like that on there as well. I just wanted to have some kind of smallish pieces inside here as you walk through, but they're probably just a little bit too big. If we have a couple of these as you walk through, that's cool. And then just want to bring that level just a tiny bit. There we go. A bit more sand just around there. And that's okay. So I just want to make sure that that's a little bit more level there. Cool. Yeah, so for this bit I think we need something over here as well. Maybe just a bunch of those rocks would be quite nice here. So, oh, what's this? I like this. Oh, it's quite small. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. I like that. Okay, that's... I didn't see this before. That could be quite cool. Just down here. Let's see how that looks in there. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I don't think that tree makes any sense here. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to have a look at a couple more pieces, see if there's anything also reasonably small that... I mean, that's the perfect width, length. It might just be a bit too tall, so if we just reduce that down as well. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's awesome. I'm not a massive fan of the foliage at the back, but I think we'll get away with it. And let's have a look at... I think this one's too... Wow, okay, yeah, it was too big. Right, let's have a look at this one. Okay, that's not going to work there either. What is this? Okay, that looks like it's a... Oh, a ride, okay. Right, it's a reef ride. It's got nothing to do with mythology at all. This is a cool piece. I've seen this piece a few times, but I've still never really had an idea good enough to use it. Okay, so now we were going to start with the rocks, weren't we? We can just grab some of these. Nature region, Mediterranean, and I'm thinking let's go big. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm going to scrap these for now, and we're going to just build this rock entrance area. And as I've said before, we're not going to be too fussy about being too kind of specific and nice with this. It's going to be just lots of rocks. Yeah, these are cool. We'll use some of these from the other side just to finish this bit off. And a couple more. Yeah, that's beautiful. Let's just cover these bits in as well. Just around the edge. And maybe these thinner pieces here could work. Yeah, that's cool. And maybe this one? Yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just to finish that off. Actually, not a huge fan of the positioning of this one. I think we'll just knock that down a touch. And the same for this one. Bring it down so it looks a little bit more natural. Yeah, that's cool. I could do this with a little bit more of this area as well, but I think if we just use the brush and see how that looks. Mediterranean rocks, just to fill in some of this, because we don't want the dark rock really for this area. We just prefer it to be more of this kind of light styled rock. So we can cover this in a little bit. I think this works okay. And then if we just maybe get some of the trees as well, just to fill in the gaps. That's quite cool, I like that. Yeah, awesome. And then if we get some of the Mediterranean small plants maybe, let's try these. Yeah, they're quite cool. Cool. Just fill in some of these spots. And then we'll try that with the palms as well. Okay, so we've got some floating trees there because we didn't switch on align to surface. Oh yeah, this is cool. Nice, okay. A little bit of mystery through there, I like it. So now that we're on this side, some of the mythology pieces that we have are the broken pieces of the coin, which I quite like to use, and we're just gonna go and look for those. Yeah, so it's these ones here. So you can kind of put these about in the rocks, so we can have a few of the different pieces, like they've been smashed and just laid about, just to add to the theme a little bit. And which one have we not used? This one. Yeah, cool. So we've got 2 of each piece laid around, and if we just maybe put the top one up there, yeah, that is awesome. Now we can use a few of these pieces, I think, if we just go into this one. There are quite a lot of pieces that we can just put about just to add to this theme. Okay, let's get some of these on the ground. I mean, it looks like it makes absolutely no sense right now, but I think we'll work on this and just kind of make something of it. You might not see that until the very end. Okay, I think these pieces in here are cool for... Okay, why is that? I wanted to surface... Ah, there we go. Yeah, so we can just add some light in here as well. And then some of the side ones. See, I'm still not 100% sure what the deal is with this type of thing, like the positioning of things when whether they snap, whether they don't snap. It can be a bit awkward to work with. If anyone's got any tips, please do let me know in the comments. Cool, I like that. That's really cool. Let's get some more pathing into this area now. So we're using the rustic path. Let's make this a bit bigger, and we'll use the stamp actually. And we'll just start to stamp out an area where the guests can walk. Make this quite a large area. Might end up changing the path type on this because I'm not sure if this rustic works for this theme. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes when I start adding things in. Okay, I'm going to leave a gap just there. And then bring this around to about here. That's going to allow us to put a little bit of water in. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. And then we're just going to get the terrain tool, push it down the slightest amount, and then start to work in here. Don't want it deep. Just want a very small amount of water just in here. And then just reduce this again, and just, because we don't want it on this side, we just want it on the other side. And then clear water. Hopefully this will just give us a really nice little pond area. Let's see if we can get it any higher. I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's quite cool. I like that. So we're going to put a few pieces in around this area. Maybe let's try a flat ride in here. Let's just have a look at only the Mythology ones. So if we get like a flat ride and have like a little bridge walk over to them, maybe a couple of them in this section. Let's see how big they are. That could work. So maybe if we do this. Oh, it works perfectly in the water actually. So if we just raise this up a small amount until it allows us. There. That's nice. Obviously it's... No, I think we can get away with that not looking like it floats in midair. I do want to move these though. I think I'm gonna... Oh no, we can't move those, can we? Okay, we may need to move this. Okay, so it's not grouped, is it? No, we'll figure it out. Let's figure it out. So we're gonna have a path that goes... I mean, that's not gonna be a very long queue path, so we want to have this... Is that not going to let me put the path in? Even if I keep that level? Do I need to go up? No, it's not going to work either. Right, okay. Idea scrapped. We're just going to remove that right altogether. We're going to try and put it in again. I'm just going to move the position of it ever so slightly just out this way so we've got a little bit more room to work with. And we can raise it just a small amount more. So that we've got these supports now. I think we'll probably try and put something around the edges of this as well. Let's connect this path now. Hopefully it'll just let us do this. Okay. We're just going to remove the water for now because it's causing all kinds of problems with this. Let's try again. Should be okay. And there we go. Okay, no, right. I've just realised what has been happening. I've got this set to ground instead of automatic, and that's why it's not been letting me do that with the water in. That's entirely my fault. Absolute stupidity. Cool. Let's bring this a bit more this way. And then we will hopefully we will get enough room for... Actually, let's bring that back a tiny bit. Yeah, so we'll still have enough room for the exit path. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I like that. Exit path, we're just going to use the standard 4. And then just bring that out to, I don't know, let's try and make this look at least a little bit decent. Is that going to work? Ooh. Okay, it's a little bit ugly, but I think we can live with that. So let's get this water back in. I just wish we could get this water level up just the smallest amount more. How do we do that? Doesn't seem to let us do it up against paths. Oh, okay, have we done it? Okay, so it's spilling out just a little bit over here. Oh, that's right. Okay, I can deal with that. That's cool. That's much more the level I wanted it, but we don't want it spilling out. We just want it contained in that little area. Okay, let's try that again. How did we do that? I think we did it over here, didn't we? Oh, okay, not not quite that high. Let's try that again. Nope. Right, I need a way of... How do we do this? There we go. Beautiful. That looks so much nicer now with a little bit more water in it. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like the way that this has happened. But we're gonna leave it. We're gonna live with it. We're gonna be happy with it. I'm just gonna customize the path in the ride with the rustic. Spot is obstructed. Okay, I've done this a million times. Why is this not allowing us to do it? So if we just remove brush height now, brush size. Okay, not sure why that's not allowing me to do that. Okay, we'll leave it. That's fine. Cool. So that's one ride. We'll go in and add a couple more into this area. We don't want anything too massive in here. Okay, that works nicely as well with the water theme. That's probably going to be in the way of the ship. So if we put this here, yeah, that's super nice. That awesome. Okay, so we should. Oh, we're getting this issue again, aren't we? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll live with that. We will not, however, live with that. Let's bring that down. We want that to join around about. Okay, so we're obstructed with that one. So if we just do it. Yes, the water's given us all kind of problems here. I thought we'd resolved that earlier, but it turns out it's still not going to allow us. Let's not remove that. Let's remove these. Start this bit again. Okay, so I'm just going to make all the rides and then put the water in afterwards. Save us from this nightmare that we're having. That is hideous. Okay. We'll do it from here. Okay. That's not too bad. And let's get this exit path straight down. Okay, I think one more ride in here. Let's get that open. Let's get people in here. Have we? Are we on pause? No, we're not on pause. I wonder why no one's coming down here. We've got rides, guys. Oh, here we go. We've got people. Okay, let's get another one in, and this could be teacups. I think we've got teacups. I don't want to have too many teacups. What's this? I don't know what this is. No, not gonna have that. Let's have a look. Something else, something cool. What's that? It's a swing, isn't it? Okay, that's cool. So let's get that raised to there, and then get the path. Okay. And then we just want to get this straight out. No messing. Awesome. So we've got 3 rides. Do we have 3 rides? Oh, do we have to test this one? Okay, that's fine. Let's try and do this. Yeah, okay, so we can do that. Why wasn't it letting me do that before? I think it probably, again, with the water, causing all kinds of problems. So now I've got these rides in, I think we'll just put the water back in, because we're not putting any more paths in here. So we should be able to get away with it. So it's just as long as these... Oh, so the paths are under the water. Okay, so I need to... Oh man, I'm having a nightmare with this. Let's just bring it down a very small amount. Oh, ideally, we'd allow it up to there. But we're going to have to just... Oh, we're just going to have it here. Okay, let's move on. Let's not get too stuck with that. Let's get some toilets in and get some other facilities in here. So again, scenery theme, set it to mythology, and we've got a few different types. We've got this one here, and then we've got my absolute favourite, this one, which I can just put into the rocks ever so slightly. I love putting these guys in the rocks. I think it looks really cool. It's at a funky angle, but I think we'll use the sand path and make sure that it's as wide as we can get it. Yeah, beautiful. We'll get a few little bits of foliage and things in here as well, and then we need to get some places to eat, places to sit down. So let's have a look at this. And so it just simply says food. Yeah, I'm just going to flatten this out as well, because we've got a little bit of a problem with uneven terrain all over the place here. That's going to cause problems when we start adding shops and things. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's raise it so that we can meet. Let's reduce this. Come on. Oh no, we've not pressed the right thing, have we? No, not quite that high. Let's bring it down, and hopefully we can just select some of this. Okay, obviously we're not getting it there because we've got some water that's snuck through. Again, let's remove this water and just get this problem resolved once and for all. Do not want it here. I think I've made a real problem for myself with this water here. We've just caused all kinds of issues. Okay, let's... Oh, no. Delete. I didn't mean to delete that. Cool. Right, hopefully now we can just put a shop in here and everyone will be happy. So let's get some food. Who wants... Oh, pizza. We want a pizza. Everyone in here wants a pizza. That's horrific placement. Let's try that again. Select the building and do it this way, because this is the only way we can get this to line up properly. And I think that's lined up properly. Lovely. Okay, so let's duplicate and put a few together. And obviously we don't want just pizza on all of these, so let's get some hot dogs going. And We need a couple of drinks as well, I think. Oh, ice cream first. And what do we want to drink? Gulpy soda, milkshakes, juice. Oh, let's get some slush. Okay, let's open them all up. I know the one on the end with it being drinks probably shouldn't say food there, but I'm not too fussed about that. So let's get some bins and benches in. Let's use these bins. These are quite nice. And where are the Mythology benches? Let's use this one. Put one there, one at the end, and then do we have a picnic area somewhere? Maybe just in here, just on the sand. Yeah, quite like that idea. Let's just stamp out. Yeah, cool. I like that. Yeah, I don't actually hate that rock being there. It's going to stay there. Let's get rid of you and put some picnic benches in. One there. And then... oh, there's no hole in the middle of that for an umbrella. So we'll try and maybe use this... wow, that is enormous, isn't it? I think it's floating as well. We don't want it floating. Let's just make that a more reasonable height. And I think we'll just change the colours as well, just to be kind of white and blue themed. Is that going to change the... yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's quite nice. Okay, and then we'll just move this a little bit closer to the middle. And then we're going to group these as well. And just add a few. Looks a bit strange. I'm just going to grab some of these rocks and I'm just going to dot them about around the edges as well. And let's see if we've got any pieces that we can use here that would be nice to look at while we're eating. Have a look. What have we got? Simple wall. Okay, I quite like that wall actually. That could... why didn't we find this before? Where were you before? Okay, maybe we use that to block out these wooden things. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And then we'll try and align this to a point where... oh, not that. The whole thing, thank you very much. Oh, we've made a right mess of this. Okay. Why is it these things are never grouped? Okay. We're just going to go with another one, and we're going to do it this way. That's quite nice. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's get some trees in as well. And we will... okay, seems... okay, no, we're good. We're good. Thought it had crashed for a moment there, it's taking its time. Yeah, I've spotted you. You floating rock. Don't want you there. Yeah, this is quite nice. Let's go into the scenery and work on some additional pieces in here. So we just obviously want to select this Mediterranean and just get a bunch of things in here. Okay, nearly there. A few more pieces, a few more little bits. Just want it to look really lush in this little area just while you're eating your meal. Something to look at, something to enjoy. Let's have a look at, oh yeah, some of these ones as well. I quite like these. Okay, so we've got a palm tree going right out at the top of a rock there, which I'm not a fan of, so we're going to move that. I'm going to move that one out of the way. Just continue with a few more pieces here, and then we'll be done. Come on. There we go. Let's get you in there. Right. Yeah, that's really nice. Really happy with that. Let's put a couple of bins in, just in this area here. And we'll just use this one for these. Okay, maybe not buried in the wall. Put them there. That's really cool. Yeah, I love that. We've got a few trees growing out of rocks, which I'm just not happy with. But apart from that, I think bushes and things like that can come out of the trees. That's no problem. The rocks, sorry. Yeah, awesome. Right, so we've got a few people in. We've got this massive area that we're not actually doing anything with yet, but we will do. Let's go into here, set this back to mythology, and start adding a few little things to look at. See, I don't hate this for the mythology area. I think it looks a little bit better in some kind of, you know, like the tropical resort type theme, but I quite like the idea of having this and then having a roller coaster that kind of runs through it. Let's just put it down and see how we feel about it in a bit. Let's just look at some of these as well. Some little bits to walk through. Is that just a little bit too wide? Okay, let's not wide enough even. Oh, cool. Profit today, 73,000. Nice. We can. Oh, so we've used this one already, haven't we? Okay, so I found one of the fountains earlier, which was quite nice for this area. So if we do just maybe stagger some of these fountains in and around here, just have a nice little place for guests to walk through. I think this one needs to move over this way a little bit, just so it's kind of central to that walkway. Maybe actually, do we raise this up and just kind of allow that to be seen as you walk through here? So this one needs to come over a little bit as well. So if you're walking through here, you want to be able to see that central, and a little glimpse of the one behind. Yeah, that's cool. So now I'm going to remove the path from under this. Let's go. Is that a bit too big? I think it's probably just a bit too big. Let's go here. I'm not actually too sure how this thing works. So we want to just remove the path from the... there we go. And then if we just move this so that we've got this central, we should hopefully be able to raise this up. And then just knock it down ever so slightly there, and then hopefully we should be able to kind of create this. I think the water's the water again causing problems. It's snuck through here as well, so we want to bring all of this up. Yeah, when I started doing this I wasn't really too sure where I wanted to go with it, but it's not too bad. I think that's alright. I think we might just have to put some kind of walls around it or something, just to make it look a bit nicer. I'm going to put this water back in here, and hopefully that's the last of it. We don't need to worry about that again. If I go into scenery, create custom, look for some flooring. So we've got this nice marble floor. And then if we bury this in to here, see how that looks. We can kind of use that to fix this whole platform. Let's bring it right out actually. Go all the way around this. And hopefully that's nice and central, and we've got it. Yeah, cool. Okay, so now if we get some of these wall pieces, which one do we want to use? Marble wall? Yeah. Okay, we may, well, I was about to say we may need to fix the path situation, but we definitely need to fix the path situation. Right, okay, so we've got this huge platform for absolutely no reason whatsoever, but hopefully it might begin to make some kind of sense at some point. Who knows? Right, let's... Hopefully that's on the ground and we can square this back off. I think we've... the sooner we can get to a point that we're happy with, the better. Okay, so that's not going to work there. I think we need to come back and fix that with a piece of path in a minute. So let's just get this to a point and then we'll go back in and stamp. Spot is obstructed. Yes, we need to bring that back down. I mean, that whole thing was just a complete waste of time and makes absolutely no sense at this point. But, you know, mistakes were made. Why is that spot obstructed? Okay. The more I play this game, the more I realise how terrible I am at this game. Yeah, so again, it's this water causing us all of these problems. It's not allowing us to mess with this terrain here. I just want you to be normal. Let's try this again. Wow, that is horrific. What's happened there? That was supposed to be a piece of path. Oh yeah, we've got it on standard ground again, haven't we, like we did before? Okay, that's fine. We can fix that. And we want to do the same just over here. Okay, right. Fine, I'm okay with that. It's not the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life, but we will live with it. And then let's put something like this in. But not there. Can we do a smaller one? Yeah, cool. I'm going to take these railings off as well because there's just not, there's no requirement for those at all. Right, and then we need some kind of pillar to kind of corner those things off. No, that is not the way I wanted to rotate you. No, okay, fine, if you're going to play like that. Yeah, this kind of stuff is definitely not my strong point. I kind of start with an idea and then realise halfway through that the idea was absolutely dreadful. But at that point, there's nothing I can do. I've made the choice. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I will allow that to be. Okay, once we've done this, we're going to get rid of the railings on the paths. And it should look a little bit better now. Be nice if these could act as like a little benches, but I think they're probably just a little bit too high, aren't they? And obviously people aren't going to be able to use them anyway. So now I think what we need to do is just add some kind of finishing touch to the, or some kind of railing even. Let's have a look. Okay, so these are not on any kind of grid. Do we like that colour, or do we need to make that golden? Yeah, that's cool. Actually, it'd be good if we could just resize it, make it a little bit smaller. I think it's just probably too big. If we just move this over now. We should be able to make some kind of thing here. So if we just set this to snap distance of a couple of meters, we should be able to, no, maybe 1 meter. I'll do it in halves actually. How does that look? No, yeah, that's fine. Okay. That was painful. And I'm not really sure why I spent all that time. It doesn't look anywhere near worth the time that I just spent on that. But okay, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna move on. We're gonna add some rides. I'm gonna try a roller coaster. I'm gonna try a roller coaster going through this, and hopefully we can get something looking quite nice. So we want a standard chain lift, and I think we'll go for something like this. So let's start this off going this way. Let's have both of the in and out come in from this side. I'm going to raise it, and let's see how this goes. So we want some drive tyres here. We want to start off straight. Bring that out. And probably to about there, and then we want to have a chain lift, so we're going to start going up. Let's have a look at that. That might be okay. Might be high enough. Yeah, I think we're okay with that there. So let's get that to a level, and then we're going to have some more tires to bring us around. We need to try and line this up as best we can with that, because at this point we're just going to go down. As steep as we possibly can. Bring this round, and then we want to go up this. Hopefully we've lined it up. Oh, it's almost perfect, but we can probably just move that. Does that work? Is that gonna kill people? Oh, well, that is. Right, so we need to reduce the length of track, don't we? Let's keep that straight. 0%. There we go. And then we want to... Which one is it? It's this one. Okay, that's it. Are we gonna survive this now? Make that level. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And then down this side. Maybe not that steep. Are we good? Are we working? Yeah. See, what would be awesome is if we could get it to go back through there, but there's absolutely no way we can do that with the headroom that they've got. So it might just have to go over the top. But we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, so I'm realizing that this ride, apart from going through this awesome thing, has not got a great deal of excitement about it just yet. So we're gonna have a look at some of the loops. Do we go straight into a loop here? Probably not. Let's get this straight and then potentially go into one. Wow, that's massive. It's never going to get around that. I think that could work. Is that going to get in the way? Oh, let's get you out of there. Come on. Is that going to be too low down going over people's heads as well? That's going entirely the wrong way. Okay, we don't want that. Ah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then if we go up, let's just bring that down, bring that up a little bit. And then let's get some turns. Can we turn that back through itself? Yes, we can. I think that's probably going a bit too close actually. Let's bring that up a little bit. Yes, lovely. And then straighten it up. And then let's get that going down. And then around. And then hopefully there is enough speed on this thing. I think we'll probably need to bring this down a touch actually, so this is coming downwards so that we can get some speed. To go back up. Over the top. Oh, beautiful. Not quite central, but okay. Yeah, this is quite fun actually. This is... Right, I think we're gonna have to start looking at finishing this ride now. Ah, it's looking pretty awesome though. Is that high enough? Okay, so I'm going to doubt right now that that's going to make it round. But we're going to test it, we're going to ride it, and we're going to see. Okay, wow, that is one hell of a drop. This looks awesome. Yeah, beautiful. It's going round. It's got plenty of speed. Just hope it continues with that. There we go, and around. Losing a little bit of speed. Are we going to get up? Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Wow, okay, that's going to break some necks. Excellent, look at that. I'm more than happy with that. Okay, so obviously we need to just smooth this thing out a little bit. I think it's quite nice up until we start making our own turns. Right, how do we do that now? So we edit coaster. Okay, here we go. So let's smooth these, right? Yeah. And then we want to select this one, smooth all of this, because this was quite a bumpy section that we don't particularly want to be bumping around. And then from here as well, I think it was a little bit, yeah, so up to there wasn't particularly fun. Up and over here is fine. And then as we come down here, this was the horrific broken necks section here. Oh, smooth you out. That looks a little bit better. Awesome. We're going to test it officially now. Place the entrance and then get started with. Hopefully people are going to want to ride this thing. Get some trees and rocks and things in here as well. Oh, this is awesome. Going through that is so cool. Right, let's get this path connected. Okay, let's get it to about there and then we'll do some more steps. And hopefully aim for this to kind of come down to... Are we getting this in the right place? Is that too steep? I think it's too steep. Okay. So we'll just remove that and... Hello? So let's go again. Bring it to about here and then start reducing that down to... Yeah, nice. Okay, and same for the exit path. And let's bring that back down to a 4. Okay. Stairs down. And around. Beautiful. Right, so at least we can open this thing. Hopefully people like... I mean, people are not liking this ride. It's too scary. It's making people sick. Exceeds G-force limits. Wow. Okay. Don't think people are going to be riding this. So we want to close it and figure out how we can fix this thing. Okay, so I think first things first, if we just... I think if we try and reduce the height so it's not going up quite as high. Right, so this can now yeah, let's try that. I mean, I don't think that's going to make too much difference. That's going to reduce the speed a little bit. Speed this thing up and let's see if it even makes it round now that we've reduced the height of that. So it's going round, that's fine. All of this looks okay. Oh, okay, so it's not making it. Right. So, what do we need to do? We just need to maybe bring this down a little bit so it's not quite as steep. Maybe we see. I don't think people are gonna like this. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Right. I don't know if this is going to make much difference. Is it even going to make it? I think that's probably going to hurt people as well. Ah, right. Okay. Plan B. I don't have a plan B. I wish I had a plan B. I think probably this, we just scrap the idea of going back over and we just take it round instead. It's not going to work. We are too close to that ride. So this is the most difficult part about this game. The getting rides to work as you want them to. The custom built coasters, they're so difficult to nail. See, this doesn't, it actually just doesn't look that fun anymore. I thought it looked better before, but now we're kind of struggling to think of a way of making this thing work. So I think up until this point it's quite good. It's just from here we're losing something, and I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe do we allow them to go down under the ground a little bit for a little bit of excitement, or we could try that. And then come back over itself. Okay, so that's not the safest of things. So have we got enough? I think we've got enough headroom there. So we are kind of going over the path, probably too close. We're gonna get some serious injuries going on. So we're just gonna try it for about there. I think that should be okay. And then we'll just finish this thing off. Whether or not that works, who knows. Oh, okay, that's better. Is that just a bit too low though? It's probably just a bit too low. Smooth this out. Right, okay, we're going to test it. We're going to see how it goes. And okay, here we go. Okay, step one complete. I mean, that bit is very jolting as well, isn't it? I think that could potentially be one of the culprits. So we're barely making it over this. Hopefully we'll get round here. Very slow. And I don't know if we're gonna make it. Yeah, just about. Is it fun? No. Okay, I really don't know. I'm out of options with this thing. Alright, do you know what? It's fine. We're gonna let it test. We're gonna let people go on it. We're just gonna leave it as it is. If anyone goes on it, great. If not, at this point, I don't feel like I care anymore. Can we get beams? Not beams. Supports for these things. Is there a category for supports? Custom supports, or do we have to make them? Okay. Yeah, coaster supports. There we go. Scale this up. Okay, so we're currently floating in midair. I think my career building roller coasters might be over after this one. Okay. That's absolutely dreadful. But we're going to just leave it as it is. No one's going to ride this thing anyway, so what's the actual point? Well, no one can ride this anyway. I've removed the entrance. What is going on? Wow, okay. Let's open it up. Let's see how it goes. I was going to put a building around this and make this quite a nice little thing, but I think I've lost all faith in this thing now. I think what I'm going to do is just off camera go away and kind of figure this whole roller coaster thing out and come back with something a lot better than this. So for now, I'm just going to grab a bunch of trees and I'm going to fill in the areas around here. So at least it looks... Oh, we do have people going on it. That's interesting. Definitely didn't think we were going to get any interest in this ride at all. Let's get some rocks. Oh no, let's get some small plants first. And then rocks. Let's go big. Okay, and then obviously we just need to make sure that we're not getting anything in the way of the ride itself, like that tree is right through the middle of the track. Not ideal. Okay, that's not bad. We can live with that. I think that's probably... No, I think we're okay with that. We'll live with that. This one, let's have a look. So we're going, yeah, that's okay. That's okay, it's all alright. That one needs to go. Apart from that, yeah, I think we're alright with that. Cool, so we have people riding it against all odds. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of leave it for now. I think this rock needs to drop down a little bit. It's just getting in the way of the path. And let's put that back to normal speed. We will just do one thing. We'll just get a little bit of scenery just at the beginning of this. An archway, perhaps? Yeah, that's cool. That's alright. Yep. So that's the first attempt at a roller coaster in this park. Hasn't gone well. Absolutely horrific attempt at creating a coaster, but it is what it is, and we live with it. Now let's have a look at some more rides. I think if we're going to add anything like this, it's going to be one of the blueprints. Wave Force doesn't particularly fit with the theming that we've got going on, neither does that. Let's have a look at this. No, but I quite like that one. That could work in a Viking themed area. So we're gonna move along to flat rides, and we're just gonna maybe add another couple of these in here. So what's this? Drop tower. Oh yeah, so this is quite, it's absolutely enormous, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna have it, and I'm gonna put it here. And we're gonna open it up. And let's get some paths going. Where's the entrance to this thing? Hello? Oh, so it's in there. Oh, okay. So you go round the outside, right? Fine. And it's open. Let's get some small rocks. Dot them about here. Some more bushes. And then trees. And some foresty trees as well. Because why not? Just kind of get this section all nice and enclosed. Okay, so we've got an awful lot of space here that's not actually doing anything. I think if we just get some more of these and raise the terrain up around the outside, and let's get some rough rock on it. Okay. So we put the wrong plant type in there, but it's okay. I'll live with that. Right. So probably was a little bit ambitious with this area when I started it, making it such a huge walkable area without any real kind of plan. So I think if we just go in here and have a look at some more kind of restaurants, or we've got some shops here. Let's put these shops in. Just trying to fill this thing out. That doesn't really work there. That's another one of those that we used before. Let's have a look at this one. So that's quite cool. Restrooms. So we've already got toilets, but we can have some more here. I'm just gonna have this like little village kind of theme. Let's get another of those in there. What's this? Western. We don't want Western. Ah, okay. So we've got some more shops here. This is cool. Right, so we can just dot. I'm just going to dot these about. I'm not going to be too fussed about where things are, where they go. Just going to create. Have we done this one already, or no? Okay, cool. I'm going to put that one at the edge. Hopefully align with the path quite nice. There we go. Right, awesome. So I know we've got some duplicate shops here, but again, it's not the end of the world. It's not too bad. And if we decide to in a bit, we can just change some of them. Let's get some more people over this area. Nice little village style thing. Let's get some of those big statues in. And yeah, so these types of things. Let's get some of these in. So, a water wheel. Can we put this over here near the water, maybe? Cool. Yeah, I like that. Let's just go crazy. So we have some of these as well that aren't actually shops, they're just scenery pieces that go with it. Yeah, let's get some different colours in. Yeah, considering I've just plonked things in randomly, I actually don't hate any of it. I'm quite happy with that. So we're just going to get some more bins and benches in, and if we just put some of these in around the edges of these buildings, hopefully it'll just stop the people from clipping as well through the actual buildings themselves. And then benches, so I like these things. Oh, well, no, that's a terrible position for a bench right in front of the shop. Right, let's put one there. So we're not going to get any of the snapping because we're kind of just, everything is path. So we just want to just put them about anywhere really. And then I want to just get some of these. So that's just the table, there's no actual bench on that, is there? I'm just going to put some of these about as well, but without the umbrellas. Somewhere for people to go and sit and chill out. Put some more bins out just over here. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up. This definitely wasn't as successful as my resort area from the last video. Definitely doesn't look as nice. The roller coaster I built is horrendous. But yeah, there we go. Episode 2. Thank you very much for watching. If you do like this video, or this type of video at least, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I will be continuing with this park with a few different areas, so we're going to be using the Viking stuff because it's absolutely lovely scenery pieces. I will attempt another roller coaster and a few different rides, some of the tracked rides perhaps. We're going to be building over this section, and then we're going to build out this water park area a little bit more as well, and kind of tie everything together a little bit. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.